You love those mid-60s pop songs. Oh, that kind of stuff. Like the Beatles were doing, before they took drugs and grew their hair more. Pop. A bit of R&B in there. Like, you remember the chestnut? There Goes My Baby by Benny King and the Drifters. This band does a cover of that song, There Goes My Baby. It's a lovely little EP of 4 songs in about 10 minutes. And, 3 of them are originals in that vein. But it's also a touch of punk, largely in their choice of language, band name, and album name. So what we're getting is you're going to get that mid-60s pop music, but the guitar is a touch louder, a lot more edge than the originals from the mid-60s. So you got your punk in there through that guitar and language choices. But you're getting mid-60s garage rock. Pop garage rock. I'm going to have to edit a lot in this video. I give you the Craptills. I'm obscuring part of this, Louder Than Crap. The Craptills, Louder Than Crap. Editing heavily. For the S word, you cannot say on American TV and radio, because it's naughty. You can say crap. You can say feces. But you can't say the S word. And of course, in other parts of YouTube, there's all kinds of edgy stuff. But YouTube is, don't use those words. You can use the concepts, but don't use those words. And here I am trying to review channel, trying to find cool stuff for you to listen to. Is this found on YouTube? Oh no. Good luck finding it, if it was. It's on Bandcamp, because Bandcamp is edgy. And so you can get the Craptills right there. And the Louder Than Crap EP and the release that I reviewed last year that nobody watched because I wasn't as careful as I am today in explaining, working around the curse words of the band name and now the album name. But it's cool stuff. You like your mid-60s music with a touch of punk attitude. You want to hear this. This is pretty good stuff. But you had to go to Bandcamp. Hey group, welcome to Action Rock Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. Doing his best not to corrupt you kids. Well, I'm corrupting you in some ways, you mid-40s guys. But I can't use the 730 words. Oh well. It makes me nimble in my old age. So, you get, and I was looking to review this for a bulk of a year. I'm late to getting around to this. But, yesterday, for yesterday's video, I reviewed a label mate of the Craptills. And it's like, oh yeah, because I kept this near the top. This has been out for a year-ish. I've been keeping it near the top because I want to listen to it. I want to review it. Here I am. I had to listen at bitch count with Bandcamp. But I got my listens in. Enjoyed my time. One song I would keep if YouTube could give me this fine record. The song is UFO A Go-Go. Cool little number. And the first two songs of this 4-song EP are cool. Here's Richard editing again. American Crappy. It rhymes with American city. City. But it's not named American City. It is, for the edited version of their song title, American Crappy. Nice little number. Cool guitar parts in there. Also in the second song is a little bit R&B, Motown in there. Trash Bandits in Space. Those two songs, American Crappy and Trash Bandits in Space, pretty cool stuff. Guitars a little bit edgier than would have been allowed in the mid-60s. Think of Linkway. In that neighborhood, but without being Linkway, of course. And then you get UFO A Go-Go. That's a cool little number. Get that on YouTube somehow. Working around your band name. And then you get the cover of There Goes My Baby. Don't want a copyright violation. Of course, my singing voice is not that strong. Don't want to inflict you with my singing voice. And it's a nice little 10 minutes on Bandcamp. And, they're from Nashville, Tennessee, the music capital of America, if not the world. Nashville started as a country city, but in recent years, musicians of various kinds have moved to Nashville to work, record, various styles of music, and live there. And the Craptills are from there. So you get garage. They don't claim punk. For some reason on Bandcamp, they didn't claim the punk label. How can you be named the Craptills and not be punk? And that hold the punk title to your chest. It's their marketing, not me. I will label them as punk for this review. So you get garage punk, you get garage rock. There's some psych here. That guitar is a little psych. You a bit of psych in the guitar. I guess. And is very retro 60s. Put yourself in the frame of mind of a retro 60s, top 40 retro 60s, with hooing and hawing and just pop. These are 4 pop songs with, there might be some cursing that I missed. The enunciation of the vocals are not clear, which is not a fault, especially if the mix does not allow, you to hear clearly. It's not necessary. I can roll with it. But yeah, American Crappy. Lays it down where they're coming from. If not, the album title or the band name. Okay? A lot of crap between the band name, the album name, and the name of the first song. But it's nice. It is cool. I think you may just enjoy it. And I think you ought to check it out at Bandcamp. Louder Than Crap. Where Bandcamp doesn't find it necessary to obscure and edit like I have to on YouTube. I hope somehow I can get some people to watch this thing more than Where's Your Head? Because I led with the band name, Naughty, Bad. I don't remember how much I obscured the band name. Maybe I did at all. And got nothing, next to nothing for views. I rearranged it. I did work at it and rearranged it. And still, not much improvement. I'm going to have to post this. I'm going to share it to a record label and to the bands, showing them I reviewed them before. And I'll post it on Facebook that has a more relaxed policy about curse words for feces. I made it clear they're from Nashville, Tennessee. Production's nice. Cool production. Of the period. They try to reproduce the period. So it sounds like a mid-60s single. Okay? So it's not a bright modern mix. It's a touch lo-fi. No ballads. There Goes My Baby. It's a touch sentimental. But it does not delve into ballad territory. If your baby doesn't mind cursing, your baby, your female baby, your love interest, your children may enjoy this because it's pop music with a touch of a psych guitar edge. But it does not overwhelm what it is. It's pop music. It is not on YouTube, as I made clear. Bandcamp. Be swell if it was on YouTube. Natural Pussy has to work around it. Just obscure certain things. You could make it work. Keep this away from Pastor and certain squares that don't like cursing. Is it fun? Yes. This mixed 60s pop. Ooh, it's fun if you're in the mood for it. You like this video? Give it a like. Subscribe to Extract Corner. Ring the notification bell. And on Bandcamp, because I'm not sure if I did use my marker to obscure the naughty S word, but the artwork on the cover is such that I'm reading the name of the band and the album title despite the marker, which is why I am kind of covering, the name of the band. Because in this bright light with the glare, I'm sure it's going to shine through the marker. So I got to protect you. There's no one under, they tell me no one under 45 watches this channel. I'm sure there's some people younger than 45 watching. Gotta be. And some kids trying to skate through. Watch an edgy album review channel. But there we are. So, like this video? Did I say this part yet? I think I did. So come back and tell me what you think of the Cryptos. And release in action rock, high energy rock, and garage rock, and punk, and psych, and psychobilly, and stoner rock, and anything else that really rocks, and the classic and legacy bands that taught us how to do this stuff that we love today. Come back to the Action Rock Corner. We'll have it for you. Thank you for watching. Hope you found us. Well, thank you for finding it. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.